Hello everyone, welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Ash. Ash is a model and he's from England. So let's see what Ash has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello. Hi Ash, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Right, just before we start the game, Ash, so tell me, where are you from?
I'm from England.
Which part of England?
In the UK. Over in Berkshire, so just like outside of London, just a bit further down south.
Okay, what's the name?
Well, the area itself is called Berkshire.
Berkshire.
The town I live in is called Bracknell, which not many people know. Probably the closest one, sort of like areas near it, is like Reading, where they've got like a football club there, or Windsor, where the Queen lives. That's probably one of the closest areas. Or Ascot Racecourse, which is literally down the road.
All right. And what do you do for a living?
Payroll mainly, which isn't that exciting. So like office-based stuff. But obviously on the side I do like modelling and like background acting and any little jobs that come up that can be exciting or interesting. So yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. Tell me something, before we start the game, tell me something interesting about yourself.
But no, I do like bodybuilding, so I do like a lot of training and stuff like on the. So I guess that's kind of interesting to some people, maybe. So I'm gonna go with that.
Great. And how far is from how far is like from London you live? Like on the train?
Like an hour, roughly about an hour or so. It's not. It doesn't take that long to get to London. It's quite handy.
Anyway, when you live in London, for example, wherever you go in London, you just take 1 hour to go, isn't it? Wherever you go, when I go to work, it's always take an hour.
Always an hour. Always say an hour, because that's 9 times out of 10, that will always literally get you correct.
Okay, Ash, so welcome to William and the Magic Box. Are you ready to answer some questions?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go. Do this.
Perfect. I'm just gonna play a music now, just for us to get in the mood before the first question, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Hope you like it. Right, Ash, ready for the first question?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Right. What does your friend do that comforts you the most?
I think it's being supportive in general. I think just friends being there, supportive, just being able to like listen to you and just give their opinion. Obviously, everyone has like different friends for different things, if you know what I mean.
Totally.
There's always going to be some friend. Like, say you had a breakup, for example. You can speak to some friends and they'll be like, you don't need her, get rid of her, move on, and which is great advice. You need to move on, you need that. But sometimes that's not what you really want to hear. And sometimes you can speak to a friend and they'll actually give you more of a heart to heart, if you know what I mean. So I think it's every friend is different and every friend like plays a role and you kind of collect them in life. But I think support, 100%. I think if anyone can be supportive in any way, then they're a very good friend.
Absolutely. I literally was talking to a friend of mine last week actually about that. There's you have so many close friends, but they are different friends. You talk to one about something else, some other friend, you feel more comfortable to talk about another topic. It's always, that it's very interesting. I was talking to a friend about that as well.
Yeah.
Great. Let's go for the second one.
Awesome, let's do it.
Okay, Ash, let's go for another question.
Awesome, let's do it.
What makes you a unique person?
Unique person? I'd probably say I'm very easy to speak to, and that's not to like bloat myself up a little bit and that, but I think like just growing up, I've always got on with everyone. Like kind of like growing up in school and stuff. Like at one point I moved to a different school, and when I joined the new school, I had like some friends I already knew, so I was like, I can kind of like fit in with them and their group. And I fit in with the group, but I didn't get on with them as well. Like it was a different kind of culture, so to speak. So because of that, I found myself quite alone in school. And I was like, like, what do I do? Like it's a big, you know what I mean? Like when you're new to the school, it's different. But when you're like older in like the year groups in school, it was a bit of a big shock. So I kind of like merged and mingled in like different groups, and it's a bit like I remember someone in our class was saying, like, it's really weird because you get like everyone like sits together, and so you got like the popular kids there, you got like the nerdy people here, you got pretty girls there, you got the other girls there, you got everyone in their little thing, and then you just have Ash. You just got this guy who's just kind of like part of everything for some reason. He's just kind of, he's like, you're just, we can't categorize you. And I think I've just always been kind of that guy. And like sometimes I like show up to like my friends' parties or events, and they'll be like, who's this guy? Like, where's he come from? Like, he's awesome, but like, where's he come from? Because I just, where you just kind of like, I don't have like a specific group of friends. I just know people from different groups, if you know what I mean. I just kind of like mingle in and out here and there. So I'll probably just say I'm just very easy to like get on with people and like very approachable and.
I was about to say approachable and charismatic as well. You know, when you're charismatic.
It's the British voice. It's the accent. I think that just does things clearly.
Great, nice answer. Let's go for another one, Ash.
Awesome.
Right, let's get another question. What makes you very sentimental?
It's kind of funny because I did speak, like, we kind of touched this with a friend the other day, and they said that I'm very nostalgic. I'm very nostalgic. So I would always like, I think Facebook doesn't really help because, you know, like you get like your memories pop up and it like shows you pictures and stuff. But like even with music, I think music is like one of the most beautiful art pieces in the world because you can like hear a song and it doesn't matter what song it is. It doesn't even have to be like a single, say, you know, from an artist. It could be just be like an album cut or just something that reminds you of it, and you can hear it, and wherever you are, you'll be back in that place. You can taste whoever it was. You can see
Absolutely.
It right there. And I'll always be that person. I'll be like, think of something, and I'll be like, I remember that. Or do you remember this? Or do you remember that? Or oh, you know what I mean? Like a picture will come up on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, they were good times. That was a shame. We can't do stuff like this and that. And she's like, yeah, you're just very nostalgic. Like you just always, not that it's a bad thing, but you like reminisce on the past quite a lot. So I think sometimes, like, you know, like with friendships and stuff, because obviously everything changes as you get older and things change naturally as they do. And sometimes you kind of see like, again, like certain friends and stuff, it's like we're still cool, there's nothing wrong, but like you just see how things have like drifted or changed. And you're like, it's a shame that's kind of gone that way because like, no, that moment there was great. Admittedly, some moments like back then you can never get back. It's like you could be out clubbing or going out for drinks and living your best young life. But obviously, realistically, you're never going to go back to that same club again. You're not going to go back.
No.
But in your mind, it's like, they were good. I wish I could do that. But realistically, if I was to go back to that club now, I'd probably hate it and I'd have the worst night of my life. But yeah, I'm, again, very nostalgic and I reminisce quite a lot.
I see. Actually, it's interesting to say that sometimes as well. I love listen to those even sad songs. You know, makes you feel as you said, nostalgic. But it's a good feeling, isn't it? It's a good feeling. It's not like something negative. It's nice. I enjoy it as well. I enjoy those moments. Yeah. Right, Ash. Let's get another one.
Awesome.
Right, tell us about your first kiss and your first love.
My first kiss, I was very, very young. So I can't really remember it, if you know what I mean, like the full details. But I remember I was in like primary school, like really young, and I had like, it was like one of my mum's friends, and like she had a daughter, and because like we all kind of hung out, it just kind of was like a boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing. So
yeah.
Like that was it. I wouldn't have said she was my first love though. I think that was just because we were just kind of like thrown in, and they were just like, hey, we're together. And it was kind of cute, like, oh, look at our kids, like they're together. Oh, look at the kids. That kind of thing. First love. My first true love would have been I met when I was on vacation, of all places, and that's always quite a challenging one. So obviously I'm from England, one place. She was from Canada, so that was a very good one. Yeah. So again, we kind of met when we was out there, and we just kind of like clicked. And as a person, them as a person, we're in this beautiful place. We was in Mexico at the time.
Wow.
And so I met her out there, and we just kind of clicked, and it was that. It was rough afterwards though, because we couldn't really make it work because obviously again our ages and where we are in the world, it was just kind of like the wrong time. We still kind of keep in touch, so we have each other on like social media and stuff like that. She's married now, which is amazing for her.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
But like, yeah, again, staying connected and obviously a bit like, I wouldn't say reminiscing because again, if we was able to see each other and stuff, would anything have happened? You don't know. But at the same time, like I'm very bloody happy for her because she's married and she's very happy. And obviously like I'm in a relationship, I'm very happy and like we wouldn't want to change anything like that. But it's just weird how things go. But yeah, no, she was definitely my first love, 100%.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, Ash, I enjoyed the show so far.
Yeah, no, it's been brilliant. I'm really enjoying it.
Great. Let's get another question. Brother and sister as well?
Sorry? No, I'm an only child. I was only clearly I was enough.
Very spoiled, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
Next question is, what makes you really angry?
I think rudeness, probably just rudeness in general, or probably one of my pet peeves is like people not giving back like appreciation or thanks for something. Okay. So not that I have like anything as an example, but like sometimes like you could help give someone advice or help them with just anything really, you know. It could just be like, oh, well, where do I go to like do this, or how can I help do this? And it's like, oh yeah, like, I can help you, I can show you and like guide you or mentor you in a way, and like you help them get to wherever it is they wanted to go, and they don't ever give credit back. And it's like, oh yeah, look what I've done. It's like, yeah, like well done, but you didn't really just do that on your own. Not saying that you need to give thanks to everything and everyone. Is, you know, if I go to Starbucks and get a coffee, I'm not like overly appreciative over the person who made my coffee because it is what it is. But I think it's just giving credit where it's due and just showing like a level of respect to people regardless, because you know everyone needs help along the way regardless of whatever it is. I just personally think that's just very important and just polite, really.
Totally, yeah. I think it's the very basic, isn't it? It's a very basic, natural thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, totally. Okay, Ash, let's go for another one.
Awesome.
Okay. Right, Ash, if you could change something in yourself, what that would be and why?
No, for sure. I think I would probably agree with you. Probably overthinking. Because I think sometimes I plan to do something or I want to do something. So, right, okay, I'm going to be productive. And I think that's why a lot of people are either good at business or not as well on that side. Because you can be a very good person with ideas and wanting to do things. But then mentally you'll be like, because where I would overthink, I'll then think of like, all the reasons why I should do it and all the reasons why I shouldn't do it. And then when I get to the reason why I shouldn't do it, it's like, yeah, but if that doesn't work, then this person will think this, or that's going to happen, or this can happen, or that.
I know.
And I just procrastinate. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, I'm not doing this because I've worn myself out. I've let this, whatever I'm doing, this item, this product, or this idea, I've produced it, I've watched it succeed, and I've watched it fail. So I've done it in my mind. So why do I need to do it now? And then you just become lazy and then you don't do it. So sometimes I do have to like kick myself in the butt. But I think it's it just comes down to being passionate. Like, I think it's, as long as you're truly passionate about whatever it is you want to do, you'll just do it because there's the love there for it. But no, I think procrastination is definitely a weakness. And that's probably based on my nostalgic side. And I agree with you, overthinking, definitely.
Yeah, I tell my friends, I just can feel this little evil on my ears, like, you know, like, yeah. Okay, Ash, let's get another question.
Let's do it.
Next question is, where do you want to be in 10 years time from now?
That is a very good question. I don't know. It's very tough. I suppose like I just would rather wait and see what my future brings for me, because there's like between now and 10 years, God, I'm going to be old. But a lot's going to change. A lot of things is going to happen. Like, fortunately, people in my life who I probably love might not be around anymore. People who's going to be amazing in my life might step in the door. A lot of things going to happen. And to be fair, I'm just excited for it. I'm excited for the ride because that's what life is all about, I think.
Absolutely. You're ready for whatever comes, it will come and you'll be appreciated. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. I think sometimes one of the world's worst or a person's worst thing is expectation.
Yes, that's true.
And that's literally the root of everyone's, like, if they're in a way like get depressed or sad or down, it's due to expectation. Because if people expect too much, or it's a bit like going back to the overthinking side. They
get disappointed when when you put expectation. You always get disappointed, you know.
Yeah, definitely, because it's like going back to what we said earlier about overthinking. It's like, oh, I'm gonna record a song, I'm gonna put it out, but then it's like, oh yeah, but they might hate it. They might like shut you down. They might this, they might that, and then that's my expectation. So because I've got a negative expectation, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
But it's like then on the flip side, if people expect too much.
Right, Ash. Let's do another one.
Awesome.
Question is, what's your biggest hero?
I would probably say my hero is just several people who've been in my life growing up that I've just looked up to, just like for support or mentoring reasons. Like growing up, I didn't have a father growing up, so it was just like my mum and like my nan and granddad. So to me, like my mother is a hero to me, like my nan and granddad are heroes to me. When I started my first like proper job, as we'll call it, the manager's there because I admired to be like them, because it's like, oh wow, like they're very successful, how awesome, like they got this business, it's doing really well, they go home, they've got their wife, their kids, they can do all these fun things. They were heroes to me because like I admire to be like them, and they've allowed me to be part of this journey, and we're all cool, and it all, like, my hero's just kind of more like the everyday person as opposed to like a big kind of celebrity thing. And that's why sometimes, again, I've got nothing wrong with celebrities or celebrities giving money to charities and doing their thing, because that's great, that's amazing, and I appreciate that. But sometimes I do think some people do it because it's like, well, if you do this, people will like you more, so then it gets your persona up and everyone will like you, so that's actually a promotion for you. Where like the people who will donate and give and not tell anyone about it, they're the true heroes, or like the everyday person who just gets on and does it. Because as much as I know social media is a sharing world, but sometimes you just don't need to share it, you just do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I think if you wanna do something for your heart, you don't need to promote yourself, you know?
No.
Do it. Right, Ash, let's get another one. I've got 3 questions left for you, okay?
Awesome. Yeah, that's great.
Let's do it. Okay, next one. What made you laugh this week or this month?
Probably something just stupid, like this. No, yesterday. It was yesterday. My partner thought I left the house, and she walks into the bathroom, and I was just kind of I was like doing something with my hair, just standing there, but because it was quiet, and she's like half asleep, like not really awake, and she's walked in, not realised I was there, and just jumped big time. And I was just like, what's wrong? It's like, I didn't know you were here still. And I was like, did you not hear me brush my teeth? Like, it's an electric toothbrush, but they're quite noisy things. Like, did you not hear any of that? Or like the water, like, what's going? But yeah, she's just like, again, when she wakes up, there's nothing there.
Takes time.
It takes time. It's just got to stay out of the way, just let her do her thing, and hope for the best. And she's doing well. She's doing well. Her heart's in check, thankfully. So
that's funny. Right, 2 questions left.
Awesome.
Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, how did you guys meet up, your partner?
We met through Tinder, the magical app world of Tinder. And it was actually, funny enough, 2 years ago today. So today is our 2 years of
Oh.
meeting each other anniversary. Yeah.
Oh, special.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right. Next question is, right, a good one. Send away a message to someone, but you don't need to tell for who is this message for.
Okay.
Just send away a message.
So the message I'll probably say, because again, I was gonna drop this person a message anyway. Just to say, you know, we've not spoken to each other for a while now. I could probably imagine you've got a lot going on with work and health, maybe, because I know you've not been too well recently, and you was concerned that it might be COVID. I don't think it was COVID in the end, but obviously like symptoms and stuff. So I understand there's a lot going on in your life right now, but where I've not heard from you for a while, which is a bit worried and concerned. So I just hope everything's okay and you're keeping well and safe, and you know, obviously it'd be great to speak to you again.
Very good, very good. Right, Ash, ready for the last one?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, last question. If you could be any age, what age would you choose and why?
If I could go back to an age, I'd probably go back to like when I was a kid. When like I'm in primary school and you got all your friends around you and you're playing and stuff. Obviously I wouldn't want to go back to that age with my mind now, because obviously I'm a lot more mature, and like, to be fair, it would be kind of funny, because even though like playing games would be awkward, because I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, no.
Yeah.
But any question I got given in school, I'd be a genius. I'd know everything. Because it'd be like these really like difficult questions, like what's 2 plus 2? I'm like, it's 4. What's wrong with you people? And they would be struggling. They'll be like, I'm a boy wonder. Like, come on, I'm great. So that would be kind of fun if I had to go back to like that age, and if I had the same mind, or like if it was like me now put into like my younger me's body, it would be hilarious, because I would literally be seen as like a boy wonder, because I'd know so much, and I could tell them about 2020 in advance. And I'm like, you need to get a cure. You need to get something sorted out now, because something's coming. I can warn them all. But yeah, again, I probably wouldn't really want to go back to like a younger year. But if I had to, I would probably go back to like when I was in school, just because of like the child side of it. And it's so much more easier, isn't it? You don't have to really worry or much or do much. You're just a kid. You're having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
All right. Okay, Ash, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the quick thinking game. So I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell me one thing that comes to your mind. Okay, just one word.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, let's start with family.
Love.
Okay, money.
Problems.
Love.
Friendship.
Life.
Passion.
Sex.
Message.
Politics.
Trouble.
Fear.
Hate.
Religion.
Complex. Weird word.
Friendship.
Friendship. I was gonna say passion again.
Okay, desire.
Life.
Regret.
Love.
Wish.
Dream.
Right, last one. Royal family.
Oh, the royal family. British. Very simple.
All right. Let's pretend if I would meet your partner right now, and I would ask her to define yourself in one positive word and one negative word only, what your partner would say.
From a positive perspective, she'd probably say I'm very caring.
Okay.
And I don't think that would be wrong in saying that, because I do care for her quite a lot, and I like always think about her, or like if I'm going out, or like, oh, I'm just going to like the shop, do you want anything, is there anything you need? And like I do put her forward, or like in my mind quite a lot. So I'd definitely say caring.
Okay.
Probably on a negative side, she'd probably think I'm quite annoying at times.
So do.
Quite annoying. Not like bad. Well, I suppose it depends how annoyed she can be. But I will always, like sometimes I'm very like nocturnal, so like in the evening when most people are like kind of falling asleep or getting tired, I get more energy in life.
Full of energy.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, you wanna do something? Like, what we doing? Like, do you wanna play a game or wanna like do this? And she's just like,
leave me alone, leave me alone.
leave me alone, please. She's like more of like a cute, like little nocturnal creature, like huddle up into like a blanket and just be like, I'm here, I'm done. And I'm like, oh, well, I want to do something. Let's do, which is kind of why I basically go to the gym in the evening as well, because it's like, this is my time to like get my energy gone. And
right.
It doesn't always work, but that's my excuse at least.
All right. Okay, Ash, let's play now. Ash in the magic box, and you can ask me a question, okay? Okay, you can ask me a question now, Ash.
Okay, my question for you, Will, with your YouTube channel and your project and all, where do you see this going or being in 10 years' time, for example?
Very good question. In 10 years' time, I see this very genuine project starting right now in a bigger proportion. I've got as well other projects to connect with this one. But first of all, I want to put it out, this project I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And I would like to be doing that in a bigger proportion. Again, when you start something out, always other ideas come along, you know what I mean? When you put it out something, always, so yes, I'm sure other ideas gonna come along as well, and let's see how things goes. But yeah, that's what I see, this genuine project going.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I think like you have a very good project going anyway, like it's very interesting, and I think that's kind of like the beauty of it, like going back to like what we spoke earlier on, like with traveling and meeting new people. It's very interesting because even like accents, people are like, oh wow, your accent, or just something really random and weird, and it just takes you back, because I think one of the beautiful things as well, which I also don't appreciate, is also where I live. So it's like you speak to other people from different countries and like, oh wow, like you see the Queen, or you see this, or you see that.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Oh wow, you must be in London all the time. It's like, no, like why? What's it's like London's amazing. This is great. It's like, is it? Like, yeah, it's cool, but like, what's the big deal? And it's, but then I'll like talk to like, say, obviously, like say for Canada, for example, it's like, oh wow, I really want to go to Toronto. It's amazing. They're like, yeah, it's all right. It's not that great. But because you're there, you don't see the beauty of where you're from, which is quite the sad thing. So I think what I've always tried to do since then is see the beauty of where I'm from, even if it's a little small thing or a big thing. Like I could be walking and see like a little stream. I'm like, that looks amazing. That is great.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Yeah. Or I'd go to London and just see like something iconic like the London Eye, which I've seen more than enough time in my lifetime. I'm like, that's amazing. That's great. Because someone else I can meet and speak to would love to be there and love to see it.
Absolutely.
But no, I'm excited to see where your channel goes, and obviously if COVID lifts, and you know, you never know in the world, if you're ever in England and I'm wherever you are in the world, we may actually end up meeting one day. You never
Absolutely,
know.
absolutely. Let's see what the world's gonna bring to us. So let's see what the universe is gonna, bring to us. So yeah.
Sure, it's exciting times.
Yeah, I just hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much for being so sweet and to accept my invitation. Thank you so much. And just before you go, if you don't mind to share a positive quote, a positive message, something that inspires you in life.
Yeah, many quotes. Probably one of my favorite quotes though is, happiness is not something ready-made, it comes from your action. And I think it was from the Dalai Lama. Don't quote me on that. I may have to Google it, but I think that's from that. But it's just very true. I think just again, happiness doesn't just come to everyone. You know, you may, even if you're in a bad situation in life or a bad point in your life, you know, with like work or health or whatever it may be, if you can make the best of whatever it is you have and be thankful and accept what you have, you can be happy. And I think that is just kind of, I think again, coming back on like what we said earlier on with people kind of like expecting and wanting too much, that's kind of like the root of where a lot of unhappiness kind of leads, because everyone expects and wants things. And I think like as long as you are a good person and you do good things and you try your best in whatever it is that you want to do, even like with yourself and your channel, you know, I do generally wish you all the best with it because it's amazing.
Thank you.
But I think as long as it makes you happy, whether it's a success or not, you will always love it and you always will
Absolutely.
cherish it. And it's like, regardless, it's okay, I've done this. It may not have gone where I wanted it to, but what an amazing journey I had. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
and I think that is what happiness in life is all about.
absolutely. And add to your quote as well. I say that happiness, for me, happiness is a habit. Yeah, it's a habit of being happy. It's not like you don't find happiness from your friends or you find happiness in yourself. It's a habit of being happy. It's a choice.
Yes.
I know. Again, we had hard times, of course, but you know, if you see if you go through your pain with a little bit of happiness, it's less pain. You feel a little bit less pain. It's more enjoyable as well, say in a way. But yeah, okay.
Awesome.
All the best. Enjoy your 2 years anniversary.
Wow, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon, definitely.
Sure. Take care. Okay. All the best for your party, for yourself.
Awesome. Take care, Will. See you later.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye. See you next time.